So this is like take 3 with garbage internet, so this will be fun. Oh, my bitrate's all over the place. It's trash today. Even though my PC is getting completely good, reliable, quick internet, my OBS bitrate is just all over the fucking place. And it's really starting to piss me off at this point. The only thing I'm trying to accomplish tonight anyway is testing this autosplitter, so I guess it just kind of is what it is at this point. Well, I managed to get 3 health potions this time. And now you're going to hear my dog snoring in the background because he's like right next to me and snoring loud as shit. When he snores, it vibrates the floor. Yeah, that's the Floki Mang right there. Yeah, there's some pretty decent looking armor in this game. The half plate armor looks like crap. I don't remember exactly what it looks like, but I got some the other day when I was messing around, and I was like, this looks stupid. Well, that was quite slow. Alright, let's see if I end up getting enough gold to buy the daggers, because I usually don't. Hey, I actually got enough to buy the daggers this time. Yeah, they do nothing. Of course, it's an RPG. You got to do everything. Just gonna duplicate a bunch of these daggers now. Yeah, that would be real nice. Alright, now we're set to go. Yeah, I don't know if he is in the first one or not. I don't think he is. I went with the daggers this time because they're lighter and you can carry more of them. Plus, it's worth a little bit more. But I actually prefer to use the maces because they do 3 to 11 damage, whereas the daggers do 3 to 8. So I like to have that extra little oomph if I can get it. And here I am just talking to myself because my bit rate is at 0. Just realized my controller layout is opposite. So player 1 should be on the left, but it's on the right, and player 2 should be on the right, but it's on the left. Again, at this point, it's kind of just whatever.
My thanks. This ends.
This is probably one of the sections of this game that I dislike the most. It's just so... Nah. I mean, I at least know where all of the chord sheets are, so it doesn't take that long, but... Still, it's just... Nah.
God, we pray.
Yeah, it helps that I know where all the chord sheets are, so I'm not you know, I can get through it pretty quick, but yeah, it's still not an enjoyable part of this game. This whole section, the lab and everything. There's 5 chord sheets total. 3 of them are in the first floor. 2 of them are on the second floor. Probably whoever the, you know, dungeon master was that set this shit up. So many hidden bookcase doors and stuff. It's ridiculous. ABC Warehouse. $29 or 2 for $50. that wasn't ABC Warehouse. That was what the hell was that? It was Mr. Allen's, I think. You remember the Mr. Allen's commercials? I think that was the 29 2 for 50 commercials. Dude, those commercials were so annoying back in the day. Almost as bad as the Car Stereo 1 commercials.
You finally arrived. What?
I wish these guys had health bars. That would make this part at least not easier, but you know, it's annoying not knowing how many more times I gotta hit these guys. That, and I'm pretty sure their health... Woo! Speaking of health, I almost died. But I think their health value varies, because sometimes it seems like they die a lot easier than other times. Oh yeah, I remember Scuba Steve. Damn Scuba Steve. Yeah, I really wish you could just recall out of here. That would be really nice.
Yeah, no, I couldn't.
So far, the auto splitter's working just fine. Up to this point, I've only tested the auto splitter by like mainly loading saves from one area to the next just to make sure the split points are going to work and running through the boss fights and stuff. So this is the first time I've actually tested it in an actual run situation, which shouldn't change all that much, but right so far it's working just fine. I've tested it all the way through just by mainly loading from one area to another, because I made saves in like just about every room, so I could just kind of sit down and load this room and load the next room and then the next room and so on and so forth, just to make sure everything was going to work rather than running the game 800 times during the testing stages. Plus I also did it with like, you know, infinite health and stuff like that, so I never died and had to reload previous rooms and things of that nature. So once it worked just fine in that scenario, then I moved on to actually doing a full proper run with it. So this is the first time I've done that. Yeah, I'm really hoping it works all the way through because, well, first off, this is only the second auto splitter that I've written. The first one being Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 1, and that game is much simpler in terms of its route and things like that. This one, there's a lot of backtracking to the same areas and whatnot. So I've put... I think when I looked on Steam right before I started this run, I've got like 106 hours into this game, and I can say with relative confidence that I think 80 hours of that 106 was probably auto-splitter development and testing. It's taken me an embarrassing amount of time to get this thing to the state that it's in now. And I think I've rewritten the auto-splitter probably from scratch like 3 different times. Because I'd get so far in and then something wouldn't work correctly and it was just awful. It helps when you know what you're doing, and knowing what I was doing is something I did not. I was learning how to build auto splitters as I was building it. So I was hoping, like I said, the Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 1 auto splitter and was much easier because the route was simpler. So that one I was able to put together with very basic knowledge, and so I had to learn some more advanced stuff to make this one happen in the way that I wanted it to happen. Come here, you little bastard. I hate this boss fight so much. Not sure how in the world I saved 37 seconds right there. I think I might have died in my PB run, actually. That might have been what caused that, but... yeah, there was just the auto splitter language is based off of like C# programming language. Some of which translates directly into auto splitters and some of it doesn't. There's some other functionality. Yes. There's some functionality that exists within C# that doesn't work in an auto splitter setting. So that was really confusing for me to figure out what did and didn't work in that regard. And C# is just simply like learning a different language. Just learning what functions do what and so on and so forth. And once you start getting into advanced functions and, you know, function loops and, you know, things like that, it can be a little bit of a nightmare. And I'm gonna unfortunately, fortunately yet unfortunately, I'm gonna have to test this several times in several different configurations because I need to make sure that if you disable a split, it doesn't break something else later on down the run. Good old-fashioned out of bounds glitches. So hopefully my bitrate stays good enough to where I can explain what how these work. So you import a second character at the right spot, and they glitch out of bounds. And so now I gotta let this player die, and then I just run on top of the walls. There's two different types of like out of bounds glitches in this game. One of them where you can run freely up and down the walls on I guess the ceiling of the walls, and then there's another one where the movement is just like constantly janky and it tries to push you back inbounds. The ones where you can run freely, you have to then do the same thing basically in reverse almost to get back inbounds.
your chest swell with pride, adventurer? Gaze trembling upon my true
Sometimes her dialogue freezes right here. You have to sit through the whole thing.
the might of Isagora, the Red Death.
Get out of the way. Level up my sprint one last time, and then I can start getting my improved critical up to really start hammering on those boss fights. Gonna be doing another item duping exploit here in a minute, so I can get even better weapons. This time we are going to dupe those. Whoops. We're going to dupe these rings and amulet, because they're worth a decent amount. And actually, well, I've already got one ring. There's one ring that's only worth like a little bit. Yeah, 180. But it's already like deep in this exploit, and so it would cost me more time to work around it. Plus, I mean, it'll give me a couple, you know, that 180 coins will add up over time. Okay, I'm not maxed out on my weight, but you can only carry so many items of the same, so many of the same item at a time. I think this might be the only game I've ever played where furniture tries to kick my ass. Alright, so we want the superior scimitar. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to have enough money to actually make this. Nope. Damn it. Okay. That's unfortunate. So, okay, here's what we're gonna do. It's probably because I had that ring in there that wasn't worth much of anything. So, I'm gonna just drop these and just dupe these for a minute. I'll dupe those one more time, and then I can sell those off. This is going to cost me a good chunk of time, though, which sucks.
Welcome back, Fred. I receive new shipments frequently, so if you don't see something here now, check back from time to time.
Shit. Alright, now we're in business. That took a lot longer than it should have. I still... the one thing that I really do need to do, and I've just been too, I guess, focused on getting this damn autosplitter working, I need to figure out exactly what to do, when to do, you know, like, what to copy, when to copy it, how to copy it. Well, not how to copy it, but, you know, figure out what to copy, how many times to copy it, and so on and so forth, to I guess minimize the amount of time it takes me to do so. Oh yeah, I forgot the scrolls try to kick your ass in this game too. Scrolls and books.
I will end you.
Well, that's unfortunate. I was going to save this before I came down here, and I went through the door instead. So hopefully I don't die down here, or otherwise I'm going to lose a lot more time. Some of his attacks can be pretty deadly, like that one. Son of a bitch.
Flee, mortal, or die, as have all my castle or die.
Just gonna chug potions like they're going out of style. Sorry, slave, it's time for you to die, Bob. It's actually just occurred to me that I haven't died yet in this run. So that's neat. That is more than likely going to change with the Ulchalothe boss fight, because that boss fight is just stupid. This boss fight can be a bit of a pain in the ass, too. Land, you son of a bitch. And this is likely where my deathless streak is going to die, because I'm getting ready to fight Ulchalothe. At least I think that's how you pronounce his name. Either way, he pisses me off to great lengths. I'm gonna bait these little goblin dudes into this room. So we can do the whole character swap thing. I gotta try to remember my way through these caverns. It's been so long since I've actually traversed through here. Normally I just reload the save right before the boss fight. So I did so much testing that was just load one room to the next that some of these rooms I may have forgotten how to get through. Alright, let's see how this goes. Now there's death number 1. Death number 2. Ha! Only 2 deaths through all that. That saved me a minute. Sweet.
Seeking arms and armor? I have everything you need right here.
Only 2 deaths. I think that's a new record for me. Make that save real quick. I'm 3.5 minutes ahead right now. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I really don't know at this point how bad the stream quality really is. So it's a good thing I'm locally recording this run. I've only dropped about 50,000 frames by this point. You know, no big deal. He almost got me, well, him and his goons almost killed me twice. It's funny because he's actually harder than the boss down here that guards the urn. Old Dibtolt is actually kind of a joke. He's such a joke that it's actually faster to beat him than it is to outright skip the boss fight, because you can go out of bounds and skip the boss fight, but it's faster to just kick his ass. That was kind of disappointing when I found out you could skip the boss fight, but it takes longer. Get out of the way. And that is why it is faster to just kick his ass. Jarek will know what to do. Yeah, go get it. I think on my personal best I might have died there too. There was one run that I did where I actually died there in Hill's Edge and I had to actually go back through and beat Dibtolt again and everything. Maybe not. Okay, so yeah. Amduil's Manor. That's where I gotta go now. We're going to do Earth first, as Luvia Bloodmire's an easier boss. Got to get rid of our weapons, otherwise the rust monsters will eat our weapons. That was real easy. Alright, so now we'll go to air. And this plane sucks. And what really sucks about this is the fact that the minimap shows pretty much nothing. So you literally have to memorize this level. And clearly I haven't, because I went the wrong direction. Save point means I'm going in the right direction. No! Whew! Oh, that thing's gonna piss me off. And there I go. There's death number 3. I want to say there's 4 save points before I get to the next room. So that was number 3. Oh, son of a bitch. I hate this plane so much. I was actually going, you know, like it was going okay until right here. Okay, I think that might be the last save point before the next room. Either that or there's one more. I think that's the last one. Nope. That's the last one. So there's 5 total. Now we get to go fight Habdazar Doomwing. Come on, land. do the old character swap so we can get over this barrier. Always, always, always revive the other player and delete the other player before starting a boss. Otherwise, the boss will have more health. Whether the other characters or the other player character is alive or dead, the boss will always have more health if there's two people. This upcoming boss fight, Eludra, is also a royal pain in the ass, probably second only to Ulchalothe. And actually, we'll see if I die more times with this one than I did with the other one. Oh, they are. But with decent weapons and armor, like Izagoro, that one looks like a royal pain in the ass. But once you learn her patterns, and have decent weapons, as long as you chug potions, you'll be alright. This one, on the other hand, is a pain because there's so many other enemies around. Yeah, that one's a pain, alright. That just saved me 1 minute and 13 seconds. I've never beaten that boss without dying before. So that was great.
Yes, with all the elemental foundations active, we can... What in the...
Game just made me a liar. It sure did. Okay, I'm probably going to have to restock on potions the next time I talk to Bartley. And I've got a decent amount of gold left, so I should be alright there. I should be able to get through this fine with what I have. But just to be on the safe side before starting the last 2 boss fights, I am going to re-up on potions. Actually, last 3 boss fights. Made short work of Nightwalker there, too. I gotta try to remember my way through here. Grim, I know you and I have talked about it several times. The original characters are in a dungeon that's linked to this room somewhere. We don't go in that room, so it would be, for speedrun purposes, be out of the way. And I think, I'm not sure how beneficial it would be to actually get, because I think the dwarf gives you a really nice weapon, but I think with the item duping and stuff that I've already done, the weapon that I have is better than the one that I'd get from him. Still wild to me that Karn is on your side in this game. Even though it looks like he's not through the majority of the game. Pretty sure this is the last out of bounds thing I'm going to be doing. Alright, now we got this clown. This is another boss fight I just can't stand. But made quick work out of him.
Well then, I'll pray for your success while you're gone, friend.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you're just casually playing through the game, then yeah, you definitely want to do that, because it's just, I feel like that would be the right thing to do, you know? It's so funny to me how the Onyx Tower in this game is an absolute joke compared to the first one. This is why I hate this guy. Constantly steals your health. So many of these hits should be connecting, and they're not. Man, I lost 43 seconds against that guy. But that's a new PB by 5 minutes 58 seconds. So, and the auto splitter functioned perfectly from beginning to end. So the stream, however, did not. The stream was atrocious. But the auto splitter worked, and that was the entire point of what I was trying to accomplish today. So that's good. And it's looking like, you know, my bitrate's been okay for a minute. And it just tanked. So, if you can see this or hear this, thanks for hanging out and enduring this really, really terrible quality stream today. Thanks, Grim. So yeah, this will be going up on YouTube. So if you missed a good chunk of it in the middle because it was the you know stream quality was so bad, you'll be able to pick up some of the rest of it. So that's a good thing. But that's going to be all for today. And I don't know. I guess we'll just see what happens. I may have to take an extended break for a while because of this, because I can't keep continuing to try to stream with this terrible equality and inconsistency. I can't do that. So for YouTube purposes, you know, subscribe and playlist and all that stuff, do your thing, and until I see you again, stay suave in that regard.